things work. Howdy, everybody. Yee! I hope it's working. I hope it's working. I was really like kind of fiddling with it just now to make it work. Oh my goodness, guys. So I think give me a thumbs up. Let's see who all's on here. Howdy, everyone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Cheri. Yeah. And I'm back. And it's been a hot second since I've been on a live or done anything crafty. I've not, honestly, guys, even picked up a crochet hook really in the last few weeks. So it's been crazy. So I've got a machine all hooked up. It's not normally my machine that I normally use because I don't even know where that's at. But as you're hopping on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. If you're first time viewer, whatever. And say, who is this weird lady from Hoopin' Home? I'm broadcasting from the basement in Madison. Okay, let's see who's here. We've got, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, this doesn't, wait a minute. This is very strange. Sandy, they changed all of it. Sandy's here helping me out. Let's see. It's Creative Me Boaz. Creative, I don't know. Creative. Okay, I'm already not doing well. Hey, I have a question about your yellow one-ear cuddly toy. How many rows is the ear? Because I like it so much, I think I'm going to make it two. I don't know. Oh, ear. Is it the corn? Is that what is it the corn? The ear of corn. I don't know if that's what, okay, why now I can't see it. There it goes. Okay. Ear cuddly toy. Yellow one ear cuddly toy. I think the corn. The corn is 3 Magic Sheep Co. I don't know where she has it. It was a free pattern originally on her Instagram page. 3 THREE Magic Sheep Co. Yes, that's her pattern. And I don't know. And I don't know where any of my stuff is, or I would show you. But I think that's what you're talking about. I'm not sure. So yes, if I can find a link to it, I think I have it saved someplace. I will try to share it in the group. Linda, hello, Linda. How are you? Oh man, Linda, it's been just a whirlwind. Got all screwed up. Not 3 p.m. for me anymore. Yeah, it's like it's changed. It's Central Time for us now. So yeah, so it's a little bit later for my Eastern Standard Time friends. Hello, Connie. Hello, Connie. Shauna, Southpaw Fiber Arts is in the house. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, she says. Yes, do that. Unless it's Eston. It could be Eston. I will tell you, I'm going to cry because I can't find my box. It's in a box and I can't find it. But luckily, let me tell you guys. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. Oh, it's this one. There we go. They changed the buttons. So you can see I've got the machine all set up. This is one of them that I had for the workshops. I keep looking around because I'm like disoriented. I got my, I don't have any yarn on my wall yet, but Mr. Bant got that up for me just yesterday. You can't see all around me, but it's an absolute disaster. I've been digging through boxes trying to find my stuff, and I was the one who packed my studio, and I didn't do a very good job of labeling anything. So yeah, but anyways, I'm using this machine, and I have like the tension, since I bought tension guides from Shauna for all of my machines. I have one, but I don't have, I think it froze. I think that camera froze, but I don't know where my box is, so I got to find it. It has all my tension guides from Shauna in it. So I was about to cry. I know it's here somewhere because I'm the one that brought all my studio stuff. So yeah. So I have so much to tell you guys. So much. I'll get cranking in a moment though. But let me say hi to some more people. So you have to stay on because we'll got to do the chat thing. Brenda, hello. How are you? Yeah, Lisa says, for me, it was 2 o'clock. Now it's 3 as we are now in the same state. Yay! Wisconsin. I love it, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sandy, I've missed you guys. Megan, Pumpkin Bee Creations. I love that bag that you just made. It's very cute. I have a space right here. Like you can't see it, but right like there for my sewing machine. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. I got to get it all set up though. We have Cheryl Velez is here and Deb is here. Hello, Deb and Cheri. Hello, Cheri and Lisa. the other Wisconsinite. I'm going to have to get used to that. Rachel Gray from Cypress, Texas. It's so good to see you, even though I can't see you. I know what you look like, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. Oh, Leah's here. Hello, Leah. I'm doing so well. I'm a little stressed. I don't know. Like, finally, like I have the rest of the studio to unpack, guys. They brought our stuff Tuesday. I should just tell. Let me cast on, and then I can try to talk and cast on it, or try to crank at the same time. I don't know if it's possible. The other thing is I can't, like, all of my yarn winders are, they're still boxed up. So I didn't think about that. And I'm going to use some Color Fusion yarn. So let me do this and then I'll still talk. Okay. So I'm going to use this Color Fusion, but I gutted it, and the gutted part is down in my little bucket. So let's hope it doesn't get tangled up, because I needed to find the end. So, typically I would rewind this yarn with the tension guide, but now I've got to be really careful not to get it all. There we go. I'll throw it on the floor. It's been so long. I might have forgotten how to cast on. You all might need to help me. But anyways, okay. So Logan and I, we came with Shelby's stuff, like, and the kids. So like animals, my daughter, all of her fish tanks and all of her tank things. And then the children, they all came the weekend before Darren started work. And then Logan and I, which is our oldest son that still lives with us, we went back. So we stayed that weekend, went back, and they started loading us on, or started packing on Tuesday. It took Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of that first week just to pack us. And the reason being, I thought, this is insane that it was going to take 4 days. But what it was is they set it as an international move, so it would go quicker. And because it was set as an international move, they had to wrap every single bit of the furniture. So any of our furniture, anything like that, had to be wrapped in like this squishy paper, brown paper. I need my tension guide. So it did take all of those 4 days, and we got back on the road, got the house all cleaned up. I kind of cleaned it as we went. I think this is going to be set okay. It might be a little tight. I don't know. But we got it. Okay. We got it. I got it cleaned up. We left that Friday and then came back. And then that would have been last week. So we came back on Friday I don't even know, a week ago, this past Friday. So then they didn't bring our stuff until last Tuesday. It was Tuesday and Wednesday. And it was supposed to take 2 days, because it was set for them to unpack our stuff, which we didn't. We just had them unwrap all the furniture, because I didn't want them. The way it works when they unpack is they set stuff on the floor or on a surface. And I just didn't want to have to deal with that with the animals and stuff, because I was forced to put every single thing away, like right away. And I knew that wasn't going to be good. So it only took 1 day for them to get us all done. And they actually did it in like less than 5 hours. And these guys, they were like putting boxes, they were strapping them on their backs, and it was insane. It was just crazy. The movers were great. We had different movers that packed us than what delivered. But they were great. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I was kind of like testing this out, and it seemed like it wasn't like going quiet. I think this is going to be all right. Let me loosen this just a little bit. Okay, let me make sure this is going to be okay. And then, yeah, I've already got knots here, so that's probably not good. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay. So anyways, first thing, okay, let me tell you a story. I got lots of stories. So, and then I'll say hi to more of you here. But the first story, so funny. One of the things I did is, I know our youngest son, for Easter, he really still wanted to do like an Easter egg hunt and stuff. So I kept out, like, I had saved plastic eggs over the years. So I kept a set out, and then I bought just one bag of Easter candy, because I knew we'd be in by Easter Sunday, and we would have like a little Easter egg hunt for him. Didn't think much of it. Took that stuff out of the closet before they started packing, because I hid it in our closet in our bedroom. Didn't think about it. But then it got to be closer to the end of that week when they were packing us, and I thought, I could stuff those eggs. So I had set those things out. And I was in our bedroom, or in my bedroom, and I opened up the closet door, and I wasn't looking for the eggs. I just have, okay, so let me back up. So they had packed everything in our bedroom, except for the bed, because I was sleeping on it. And then our closet was a walk-in closet, right? So the night that they had done that, I went into the closet, and there was like a half-eaten Twix. And it was like, there was a wrapper in there. And I thought, why was the guy who was packing this, why was he eating candy in our closet? I thought that was odd. And then I thought, well, maybe it's Darren's. And I thought, why would Darren, like, what? But then I threw it away, and we were so busy I didn't think about it again. Then I was going to get those eggs out to stuff them, right? I don't even like the story. I don't even like sharing it, but it's kind of funny. And I get them out in the bag, one of those big, I don't know, $20 bags of candy from Walmart. The whole center was chewed out. It was chewed out, and not a little bit of chew. It was a lot of chewed out. And so I'm like, oh shit, that candy, there was a rodent in our closet. And that was like sitting on a thing where I had my pants, like my jeans and stuff. So we had a furry friend in there apparently before the movers even came. But what's funny is I had to tell the mover guy who packed it. I'm like, his name was Brian. I said, Brian, this happened. This kind of funny. I thought you were eating Twix in my closet. I didn't understand why you were doing that. And then I explained, I showed him this chewed thing. He's like, well, that's nice of you to think that I was eating stuff. And he goes, I would have finished it. But long story short, so we had so there were rodents in the house, and I didn't. Anyway, so that happened. Not really a big deal. It appeared that only one of the pieces of candy were missing, but I don't think it was a mouse. I almost think it was a chipmunk, because this thing was like, I don't know. But anyway, so that happened. And then, so it went really smoothly with getting everything, aside from the rodent, getting everything packed and then getting everything here went really smooth, just very exhausting. And then getting everything unpacked, because we're, just a week tomorrow, and we only have, our bedroom is not fully done, and then my studio, everything else in the house is unpacked. So I've been working my ass off. But we started back to school today, started back to the routine today, even though I'm kind of not ready. I'm ready for this. I wasn't ready for school. So yeah, so we've had a few things in the house, but that have happened since we moved here. So I'll have to share that with you here too. Let me say hi to a few more people. We have Laura in Pittsburgh. Hello, Laura. Was the corn they wanted to pattern? Sandy, was the corn they wanted to pattern? I think it was the corn, Sandy. I don't know if you have it, but it's 3 Magic Sheet Co. I think it's the corn pattern. I think. I'm not positive. Hello, Alice O'Neill. How are you doing? Cheri Chase. I missed you guys too. You know what, Lisa? It may be freezing. Is it freezing for anybody else? Oh, Sandy found it. Sandy, you are amazing. Okay, let's see. Now I have to go here. It just jumped on me. Let's see. Where did you get that back? I got it from Lowe's. It's metal. It's a little heavy, not too bad. If you remember at the studio, I had it long ways, but I did it this way, and I had the pegs, or what did I do with them? Hold on, let me grab them and I'll show you, Leah. I got these on Amazon. So they're skinnier, and I didn't put the plastic tips on them. And the wound skeins get the cakes, not skeins. They come off of it a lot easier. And I think I want to say they're 6-inch. I think. I'm not sure. Here, let me look. Let's me look. I think they're actually 4-inch, considered 4-inch. They're 4-inch. And that worked really well, even for a full cake, big twist cake. And we'll talk about that. I'm so excited about big twist. Did you guys see? So, yeah, so let me see here. Martha's here. Hello, Martha. Wendy says, been really busy with goslings, calves, and gar. I love the pictures, Wendy. I love being able to see them. I bet you've been busy. It's warm today, you guys. Today, it's like 80 degrees outside here. It's warm. Like, maybe not that. Let me see. I have it on my watch now. 79. So it's close. But we have no air conditioning right at the moment because it's broken. So that's one of the things that's happened. And we can't seem to get anybody here. The guy who owns the place, though, he's amazing. But we've had some hiccups. My thing keeps, I don't know, hopefully it's not freezing for you. But let's see. Martha says, I've seen you've been exploring nature. Yes, we went to, I don't know. It was over by the University Hospital. There's like a park that goes out on the peninsula. That's what we walked yesterday. It was so pretty. Let's see, Vera. I made 20 of her angels and gave them to patients at Fox Chase, and they were a hit. Oh, that's awesome. I'm in the middle of making another 30. Thank you for that great video. Oh, you're so welcome. That's so awesome. I love that so much. Irma. Hello, Irma. How are you? Oh, let's see. Oh, hello, Judith. Good evening to you. All right. So, okay, so let me tell you what else. Steven is here. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for the welcome. I love that. Nope, rope. That's so funny. That's what you call it. You're talking about the snake, right? Oh, what is it? Mice. Somebody said something about mice. Martha said something about the mice. We had that happen to us also. They took Smarties candies and lined them up in the creases. Oh, yucky, yuck. It's funny though. But then I have to tell you, I did find like we fed the birds constantly, living there. That last place that we lived for only 6 months, we had the feeders out and everything. So we were just pretty much feeding the rodents. But there was like, in the cabinet where I kept stuff, like way in the back, I did find some seed remnants. So yeah, we definitely had something going on. But see, the cats had been out of there just for I don't know how many days, and the furry friends were going wild, I think. Hello, Diane in the UK. How are you? Molly. Hello, Molly. What you guys? I saw a picture of some cement footers, I believe. So I think you got something exciting going on. We'll have to chat now that things are maybe calming down a little bit for me. Hello, Kelsey in Oregon. Hello to you. All right, so let me tell you. Oh, it's Bill and Joyce Arrington. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Megan says, I've been busy crocheting and adding some fabric to the back of the crochet projects I made coasters and now working on a burp cloth for my, oh, that's awesome. That's a really good idea too, to put in the fabric on the back. Like if you're doing, especially if you're doing like granny squares or something, that's really, oh, copperhead, yuck. When he says the snake was a copperhead. Even though my daughter would probably think it was cool. I don't know. Okay, so let me tell you just a couple more. Let me crank. I'm not going to get any cranking done. So we got all moved in, right? A few days in. We wake up. I guess it would have been the first weekend we were here. Wake up and the floor is wet in the basement. Like not a lot, but a little bit. By the drain in the basement. And it's, I guess you can't really see. Can't really see it. I don't know if I can go wide angle now. I probably can't. Let me see. Let me see if I can go wide angle. Nope, not the front camera. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, here, hold on. This room has a door, which is cool. And I put up a dog gate. So my doggies. So you can kind of see, maybe, like back there, there's like a sink and stuff. I don't know if you can see it. But anyways, okay, so Darren and I come downstairs to the basement, and the floor's wet. So he takes a picture of it and sends it to the guy who owns the place, who is just the sweetest. He like brought me flowers and like the family, like some orchids, beautiful orchids. And he even brought us some food because he owns a restaurant, which was really nice. But so he's like, oh, that's odd. Was it just right there? So we're like, yeah. So we're like, interesting. So then it gets worse. Let me go back to just the front camera so it's not so wide shot. So then it gets to where like the kids would shower and it started coming up. I hear the kids yelling. They were down here in the basement because the basement is quite the entertaining space. They got like a little table down. They're having fun down here. But so like it's flooding. We come down. It wasn't real bad, but it was starting to come up the drain. So then we're like, oh, this is not good. This is so not good. So we get a hold of Zach and he's like, we'll get somebody out. Well, it took a couple days. It got to where we couldn't shower. We couldn't really flush the toilet. So that kind of, sucked. I was gonna say stunk, and it did, because it was like, it wasn't just water. It started to end up being like sewer, right? So it all had to be cleaned. And long story short, they had to like flood. It was to the street, so it was like the drain out. It was plugged, whatever. So that got fixed. So that was good. So then now our oh, and then we had a little issue with one of the toilets where it wouldn't like refill, and they already fixed that. And now the AC is not really working right. It keeps, the unit is actually fairly new, but it's freezing up. So there's an issue with it, and he's trying to get somebody out to do it. But so we've had some issues at the new property, but it's been so nice to be renting, because we can just call them and say, get it fixed. Although it doesn't get fixed right away. No fault of the owners, but it's just kind of one of those things. So it's been a little bit of we've had a little bit of bumpy road, but that being said, I'm super happy. I'm super happy here. Like, it's good. I miss my older kids, but some fun things have happened for them with Darren leaving, because they're still at the facility where Darren left, where he was working, because they both worked there, still do. But they're both getting promoted, and things are working out. So it's good. It's good. So yeah, so it's good. So I hope you all are doing well. I don't know. I have been so like MIA. I haven't even really been in the group a lot. I've just been so busy. I'll tell you though, doing this moving stuff when you're older, and then steps, guys. I'm not a big fan of the steps. Although, like, many of the days last week, I got like 15,000 steps, and I was just in this house. So it was up and down the stairs, moving this from there, like getting stuff moved around. So although I've been eating like everything in sight, because I do that when I get stressed out. So I'm getting a little more plump on the plump side. So I'll need to work on that. I'll need to find all of the green spaces, but that's okay. It's all right. Let's see. Alice, I just posted a baby girl blanket this afternoon. I hope everyone likes it. Oh, I'll have to see. I'll have to look at it. It says, Tammy. Yeah, lots going on. But now, you know what? Now we can kind of settle in and get our new normal. It's going to take a little while. Have the older kids been too mad to see? No, they haven't, Martha. They're hoping to come soon. My daughter, our oldest, well, it's not our oldest, but the oldest that we left, she works third, but she is getting shifted to first. So it'll be nice, because her and her brother, our oldest son, will be able to come and visit together. They can just kind of tag team and for driving. It's not really that far though. I'll tell you, when Logan and I came over, that the last trip over, I drove it with only one stop. It's really not that bad from Michigan to here. Not really at all. Martha, are you on both? You're both on YouTube and on, well, I'm not even tight here. YouTube and on Facebook. How is it working, guys, on Facebook? I have to tell you, I don't know if y'all saw it, but Facebook is going to stop the ability to stream your casts. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't even do that, but they're going to stop that. I think it said April. So just a few more days, because I do that a lot. I'll watch stuff on YouTube and I'll cast it, or on Facebook, and I'll cast it to our TV, like Chromecast it, and they're going to stop that. I have a feeling that there's going to be some changes when it comes to lives and video on Facebook. So stay tuned to that. I don't know. The other thing, hold on, let me see if I can show it. Here we go. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. Are you guys excited about that? I am so excited. I am so stinking happy, because I'll tell you, I have several projects. I'm hoping that Hirschner's will keep some of the same main colors, because I do have several projects that I will not be able to finish, or I'll have to try to match yarn. But yes, I'm elated that the Hirschner's is getting big twists. So I know I've seen it all over my feed. I'm sure you all have seen it as well. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Oh, am I freezing? Yeah, that's not good. Martha says, I switched from Facebook to YouTube because Facebook was dragging. Yeah, that doesn't, I'm pulling up Facebook. Wendy, see what it's looking like. Yeah, Cheryl says, makes me so happy. Let's see. Both are in sync. That never happens. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, so everybody's seen it. I'm going to click this, guys. It says, oh, I know. Okay, I know what that is. I wish that would go away. It says share your referral link here, and there's like this button, but it's like right in the way. It's for, don't want to do it. It might, sorry, I don't know if I can delete that. Delete. I'm deleting my own comment. I don't know if it'll delete it. It won't get out of the way. It's something that this drives me crazy. Something that StreamYard's done, and it might be because I'm on, let me go back now. It might be because I'm on a less expensive, or should we say cheap plan, but no, not that one. Oh, we could do the down, but it's like right in the way of each of the new comments. That referral link drives me nuts. So Tammy says on Father's Day they have a big warehouse sale. Yes, Tammy, I'm just shy of 2 hours from there, so I'm definitely. Linda says freezing here now and then too. I'm sorry, guys. It may be because I didn't tell any of the kids to get off. I wanted to just try it. Let me pop out of this one. Hold on. Let me leave the studio on this side. This should work. Hopefully this doesn't end the broadcast. It shouldn't. There we go. That might make it better. We'll see. Connie says, going to take a look at Joann's tomorrow. Yarn is down to 40%. Hope they still have some decent choices. I might have to look here and see. Yeah, Linda says, love the Hirschner's news. Yeah, it's so good. Irma, Hirschner's does have a store. Yeah, you can order online, but they do have a store. So I'm excited. I'm nodded. I'm excited to be able to go to the store. It won't be, it'll be one of those things where I can't just drive there. Like, I mean, I could. It has to be an intentional trip because it's a little ways away. Today's the first time your videos have ever. I will tell you why, Lisa, because there is no fiber internet where I live. And I always had fiber internet, which is really consistent. But here it is Spectrum, and that's the best I could get. So we'll have to see. I might have to get a pod for down here so that it doesn't freeze since I'm in the basement, but I wasn't sure how it would go. If it's really, really bad, you guys be honest. If it's freezing a ton, let me know, because I will get like a booster for the basement. I wasn't sure if I would need it or not. Courtney says we should do a meetup for Wisconsin folks. Yes, we should. Absolutely, Courtney. We should do that for sure. Now, see, it's not even gonna. There we go. Yeah, we should. We definitely should do that for sure. For sure. I don't know, Cheri. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Cheri wonders when Hirschner's will be selling the big twist yarn. It just said that they would, like keep you updated or whatever. Here's one of my hairs, guys. Oh my goodness. I got more than one here. Oh, that's so bad. There we go. Yeah, sad. I never have issues either about freezing. Yeah. I've got the highest speed they have, Lisa. It's not that. It's just that it could be that everybody's on. Like the kids are probably upstairs on. Cheri says Google Fiber is the best. Let me know if I can fly up there. That would be, yay, Wendy, that would be amazing. Southpaw Fiber said received email from Joann's that they're restocked. went on a spending spree and stocked up on yarn. Oh, for blankets. Okay, I'm finally, you guys, I need to crank and talk. I finally got to the center here where it's not knotted, so I can keep going. So Yarn Crafty, Leah says the Joann's closest to me closed its stores yesterday. Colorado Springs is the closest now for May and closed the end of May. I don't plan on going to Springs though. So when are they, you guys, I haven't even paid attention. When are they officially closing? Because it seems like this closing's been going on a long time. Is it next month then for all of them? Hello, Lynette in Orlando, Florida. How are you? Can you see me at TSA? A carry-on with a large folded carry-on in it for my yarn return. That's right. That's exactly. Yes. Cheri said, I heard in May. I'm going to switch it to this now here, so you're not looking at my face the whole time. Oh, see, did you see that? It like kicked it out. We'll see if it'll stay. I don't know if it's going to stay. Pumpkin Bee Creation said, my Joann's is closing at the end of this month. It might, yeah, maybe it just depends on where you're located, I guess. Janie says, which one in Colorado closed? I'm in Denver. Yeah, Alice, it's only in Wisconsin. The store is only, they only have one store for Hirschner's, and it's in Wisconsin. I think it's like, I know it's near Stevens Point. I don't think it's in Stevens Point, but like by the Wausau, like kind of up that way, I think. So it's north of me, kind of in the middle of Wisconsin. Eisen, hello, Eisen, how are you? Miss Cheri looks scary when you freeze a do. I bet I do. I bet I do. Irma says some stores are already closed. Oh yeah, there it froze. Yeah, I can see that it's doing that. Let me. Well, I can't call. I'm using my phone. See, now it's gonna kick it back. It won't stay. It won't stay in there. My phone is kicking off. Let's see. I will tell you something, guys, that I know is going to be an issue for me is when I was pulling this yarn out of the oh yeah, see, it's frozen again. We'll go back to here. When I was pulling it out of the skein, it's so staticky, but we have the dehumidifier going, and I'm trying to make sure after we had all that water, trying to dry it all out, make sure there's no wetness, but it's so dry now that I'm going to have to do something, or I'm going to have static issues like you would if it was winter time. Let's see. Leah said the Pueblo's store is closed now. You're big, Nick Cam's small. Yeah, I know, but when I do this, I'm going to see. We'll see if it'll stay. Wendy says, I normally order from Hirschner's, and now I'll also get, oh yeah, now it's dropping out. There we go. Maybe it'll stay. And now I also get their catalog. Very dangerous. Yes, it is dangerous. I keep their catalogs. I have a hard time throwing them away. And it's not like even, I'm not ordering, but there's times I want to just look through stuff. And I just, I love it. I love the catalogs. Okay, yeah, this internet is not great, is it, guys? Okay, so Courtney says, yeah, right off the Stevens Point exit. Alice says, send it to Woonsocket. I know that, or Alice, I know that if you go on Hirschner's website, you can request the catalog and they'll send it to you, because that's what I did. I just went on their site and the, okay, something in my eye. Let's see. Oh yeah, Darren, if you want to message them and ask them. I just want to make sure if they're doing school, I don't tell them to get off. I want them to finish their school if they're working on stuff. But if they're playing games, yeah, that would probably help. Wendy says, anyone ever do beer batter without beer or club soda? Well, then it's not beer batter. I don't know. Are you doing fish? What are you doing, Wendy? Yeah, isn't it pretty yarn, Alice? It's the Color Fusion from Premiere. I have tons of it because I bought it for doing my workshops. So I have lots. Oh, there's the address. Lisa just shared it. So I was right. It's Stevens Point. You are so welcome, Alice. Okay. Linda says I'm the great saver of catalogs, so I know what you mean. Yeah, and I can't read the rest of it because it says share your referral link right over your comment. StreamYard, I'm not loving that at all. Sandy, you need to help me. Is there some other alternative that I could use for streaming this instead of? I thought about just doing YouTube, just going straight to YouTube and not using it, but then I can't do dual cameras unless I have an encoder or something, and I don't want to do all that. Let's see. Yeah, I love going through them over and over. Always seems something I missed. Yeah, well, sometimes it's just inspiring just to look at the yarn or just to see their examples too, because sometimes they have the projects that I don't ever buy. But oh, Martha shared. Let's see. Similar to Long John Silver's. So you do 3 cups flour, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 3/4 cup of water. Does it puff up then? Oh, I bet that's good. I bet that's good. Wendy says, with our frequent military moves, we were only allowed 18,000 pounds, so I always downsize paper stuff. I'll tell you, originally with this move for Darren, because his work paid for it, thank the praise Jesus that his work paid for it, but they only approved 7,000 pounds, and we're like, that's not going to work. So we were just about doubled. I don't know exactly what it ended up being, but I know it was definitely at least 15,000 or more. So I guess I could have asked, but yeah, because it doesn't take long, really, because I have all the books. Oh, more hair. My hair's falling out, guys. That's from stress, right? I got another hair in there. Did you see that? But I have and I've downsized our book collection, but I have like 5-6 bookshelves full of books. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of weight. Let's see. Sarah had to go run an errand and vote. Tanya, have you ever held a dryer sheet to run I have done that. Yes, to cut down on static, I have. I'm still going to, after doing a lot of driving around here, I was debating at first about still making for donation, but I think there's definitely need here. So I've got to find, can you see it sticking to me, guys? I don't know if you can see it sticking to me, but it's definitely staticky. But I decided I'm going to continue doing exactly what I was doing. And I didn't get the last donation off in Michigan. So I've got a pretty good supply of hats here, and I'll just make through the summer. But I've got to find like some shelters and stuff, places where I can donate. And this is definitely frozen. Let's go back to my face. That one's not working up there. Wendy says you knew it was us when 21 shipping crates showed up in the neighborhood. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. We had, at first I will tell you, we were going to just take stuff to the landfill, the recycling at the landfill, not just throw it away, like, because we have so many boxes. But then I said to Darren, I said, these boxes are so nice, because they're so nice. And I don't know how many wardrobe boxes we have. I don't know. There were probably, because they use them for just about everything. Like even, just more than clothes. They use them for like blankets and just all kinds of stuff. Some of the furniture went into wardrobe boxes, like end tables and stuff. But anyways, we broke them all down and then we put it on Facebook Marketplace. And now we've had a few people that have been, and one couple came and they're moving and they picked what they needed. And then there's still a lot more and there's still going to be more. But then another gentleman who's actually a military man, and this is the first time they're moving themselves. And they're not moving till August, but he was super happy. So he's coming and getting them the rest of what we have, which is nice. It's nice to then be able to, because boxes cost so stinking much. It's so expensive. Let's see. Hello, Lisa Fry. How are you doing? Tammy says, are you going to have classes there? I don't know. Tammy, I will tell you. I don't know if this is going to happen yet, but guys, I may be getting, and I want to say a normal job because it's not a normal job. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go. I'll know over the next few weeks here, but something else that I'll be doing on top of doing this. I'm not going to not do this, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing workshops. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I think I'm probably going to be doing this other thing in its place. I'm still going to be doing stuff here in the studio though. Wendy, semis, 3 semis. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We had 2 trucks and it wasn't semis. It was, they were, I don't know what they're considered, but there were 2 of them, but they weren't semis because when we moved before we had semis, or a semi, not 2, 3 semis. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. This handle is squeaky on this machine. Only keep what you have to the glue isn't it? Oh, I didn't know that. Ew. Wendy, really? Wendy says the glue is an attractant to cock. Well, I'm going to get rid of all of them. No, thank you. Well, I will tell you. Oh, we signed a 2-year lease. So I was like, well, we'll see. But then seeing how much, and I don't know what's going to happen with real estate, guys. Because I told Darren, well, let's, we'll sit tight for a few years, figure out where we want to be. We really like it here in this neighborhood. I really, really do like it. It's an older neighborhood. It's just I really, really like it so far anyway. And then see about maybe, buying something after that, but I don't know. I think we might stay renting. We might stay here until more of the kids are out and then do something after that. But it's so expensive. And I know it is everywhere, but housing here is exceptionally high. And so it appears as though the property taxes are as well. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Squeaky, squeaky. Let's see. Yeah, I'm happy that the boxes are going to get reused too. Heather, hello to you. I've been volunteering at our local homeless shelter, and both locations said that they would love hats and scarves. So that is where oh, that's awesome. Yay, I love that. Yeah, we're getting settled. Darren really loves his new job too, which is great. Hold on, I think I'm stuck. Sarah says, when we moved, I grabbed boxes from work when we had paper and stuff delivered. That's a good idea too. But see, I thought about keeping some. That's where I was going with what I just said about buying a house. Because I thought, well, maybe if we move, we don't want to get rid of all the boxes. But now if they attract roaches, I don't want to do that. But I think, you know what, it's better if someone else can use them right now. We'll get more later. Plus, we're not moving, and like, it's not going to be soon unless Darren's work moves him for some reason. And if they do, then they're paying for it. So not me. And they can give us boxes. JD says Denver is wild with growth. Thankfully, we bought a few years ago, but totally unaffordable now. That's the way. Yeah, because I'm looking like in this where we're at right now. These homes are like 70s homes, like the standard, 4-bedroom basement. Some of them don't even have basements. They're little yard. I mean, they're relatively small yards. So they're older. So they need things like, when I'm like this house here, if I was to buy it, it needs all new windows. Like they need updating. So it's not like they're, some of them, but they want like $500,000 for all of them in here, like, or more. And it just blows my mind. I used to sell real estate and it just blows my mind what the actual value of that house is, but what the market is right now is insane. It's a little crazy for what you get. It's something's got to give with that, I think. Because the thing is, it makes home, I don't know what the answer is, but it's got to reset, but that's not going to be a fun thing to go through at all. And because I think about the kids, I mean, if you made 150,000 right now, good luck trying to buy a house even, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. But I mean, you can some places, but not around here. You'd be hard pressed. I mean, you probably could here. I guess you could. But most people aren't making that, not starting out. What is the average wage in the US? It's like, is it 60,000? And that's like, average across all of the US. So, so you got lots of people making less. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to think about that right now. Let's just make something. Let's see. When he says we had a lot of crap. Still have way too much with all 3 kids grown and married. We really need to downsize. Well, I got to tell you, you guys, I mean, we obviously when we moved to Michigan, West Michigan, we got rid of everything. And then even moving in here after being in that house for 6 months, we have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. When it really comes down to it, I have a lot of stuff. The kids don't have that much, really. It's me who has a lot of stuff. What did you say? You've been jonesing for a move, so I think it's time to do some PCS purge. I have been in one place for over 5 years, this time not moving, but downsizing is therapeutic. Yeah, you're right. It is. Getting rid of some, because I'm looking around here, guys, and I can't really flip it around, but and just from having the studio space and all the little things like the crafting stuff, you all know there's a lot of the stuff that I have that I know I'm probably not going to need. So yeah, I should probably put together like little craft packages, like little surprise things, and give them to other crafters. Like, here you go. We should like do an exchange, a little craft supply exchange. I got a knot. Sarah says, we redid our storage room, so I've been going through all the miscellaneous things, and there's a purge. And purging stuff that I know we're not going to use. More yarn storage. That's right. That's right. I'm excited to get the yarn up on the wall, but I'll tell you, I was a little depressed before because it's mainly all Big Twist yarn that I have, because it's my project yarn for doing stuffed animals, which I can't wait to start doing again. Oh, this knot is not good. Let's see. But now that Hirschner's is going to be having Big Twist, I won't feel like it's, going to be a dinosaur yarn. It's just twisted on itself. Ah! My hands are so dry. I think it's from dealing with all the boxes. I'll have to bust out. I did keep I've got my Melaleuca lotion, but I have to tell you, the stuff that Megan made and gave me is really good too. And I kept it. And I got to get it out of the box upstairs because I will use it. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. I will finish this hat eventually. Here we go. I think I figured out where it's at. Like where to pull here. Maybe not. See, do you guys ever just make it worse? I might just cut it and lay it in here. Like I go to untangle it and sometimes I make it worse. I can't stand it. Okay, there's that. I got that much. Just can't see it. think I got something there. I think I'm figuring it out. Oh, let's see. I do need to go through the storage because all my stained glass materials are there. I forgot. I think you had mentioned that before that you did stained glass. I've forgotten that you did that. There we go. I got it undone. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Don't do it again. There we go. I didn't even realize I wasn't in. Oh, there we go. Alice is standing downstairs waiting for mail. Irma, let's see. The minute you get rid of something, you need it. Yes. Yes. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. Sarah says that would set my. Oh, okay. You're doing Wendy. I thought you were talking about my knot. My little yarn bits are going to my grandma. She's turning them into a blanket of many colors. Steven says, has anyone cleaned their central machine, and should you clean your machines? Okay, I will tell you. I used to be the person who said, don't take your machines apart and clean them. Yeah, they need cleaned after a while. They do. But the only problem is once you and I've had this with an Addy, I stripped one of the screws. My actual Addy that I use on a regular basis, when I took it apart after I went to put it back together. So you have to be extra careful. And the Centros are the same way. If you're not really careful, it's really easy to strip them. But I will tell you do I not have it in here? I just found my oil, the lubricant that I use. So, but I don't think I put it in here. I put it someplace else. I'll have to go find it. Heather says, so true. Cleaning and purging my craft room, donating lots of to the small town library. Wonder if they could give something back. Oh, that's a good idea. Like if they have like a crafting space or something, that's a good idea. Beanie Babe, hello. How long have I been on? Almost an hour. I'm still I'm not even to 100. I can't talk and crank. I don't know why, but yeah. I'm doing well. I love it here. It's awesome. Yeah. And Alice, yes. You can use, Steven, if it's not really bad, this is what I use. Like I use canned air, and I lost my little thing though. And I blow it all out, which you should do periodically to get the fuzz, to blow out the fuzz. But it's also good to do that when you're cleaning it too, to have the canned air. Centros are cheap enough to buy a new one when they wear out. That's what Susie. Yes. But you kind of get like, I don't know about anybody else, but I get attached to my machines a little bit. Maybe that's weird. Maybe it's just me. That's why it sounds silly, but this machine is one that I use for workshops. It isn't my machine. Like I have a machine that I use that's my regular, and it's packed away still. Oh, that's Suzanne says her library has an annual craft swap. I love that idea. I wonder if they have something like they have everything here in Madison. Because I was gonna look to see if they have what's it called? Like almost like a craft thrift store, but where I could donate stuff. That's what I was gonna see. Let's see. Yeah, Sandy says not for everyone. That's absolutely true. When she said that, like Suzanne said, they're cheap enough to buy new, and that's absolutely true. Not everybody, like just throwing $50 out, or now $60 or whatever they are out there. Yes. Oh, it says that can of air. I will put up a picture of my air blower. So like a hair dryer. Or your air blower. I'm not sure, Alice. Sarah says, I'm going to a crafternoon. That sounds awesome. Saturday. I love that name, crafternoon. Just a group of people gathering or people crafting together for our respective crafts. No instruction will be given, but we are there for input. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Crafternoon. I love it. Venice has a nice children's museum if you have littles. Our youngest is 11, but I saw it downtown and it looks like I want to go. Plus their zoo is free, which I'm like, are you kidding me? You know how much money I spent at like the zoos over the years? So I'm excited about that. We'll have to do that. I think I'm going to make a list of all the places that I want to go to and intentionally make sure that we do something every week to kind of get to know the area. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Joyce. Thank you, my Bridgerton friend. Thank you. I hope you come back again soon and say hi. Have a good afternoon. More hairs. I'm going to finish the hat, I promise, eventually. I wouldn't get tangles. This is why you should always, like, if I would have wound this beforehand, it would go better. Suzanne says, yes, check libraries for knit and crochet groups. I'll have to do that. We're almost to 100. I think I want to do at least 155 too. Maybe 165. I think 155. So I gotta get. Somebody did a sad face. Why is somebody sad? Are they sad because of all the things that I can see that? Sandy, is it different for you on your end? It's so strange. They changed a whole bunch of stuff. It seems like it. Your 11 might still like the museum. I think I would like the museum. Oh, I did see. I haven't went into the Michaels yet here, but I did. And I think Wendy might have mentioned that Michaels was carrying fabric now. I did see a big sign at the Michaels here in Madison that says that they're carrying fabric. So that's new. So since Joann's is closing, oh, it looks the same for you. It doesn't for me. I wonder why. Let's see. Martha says, why 155? Do you do all your adult hats? I usually do 155, 165 on the Addies with this yarn, usually somewhere around there. On the Centro, depending on the yarn, I used to do 130, but that's like with if you want to do looser tension and maybe like a softer yarn. I probably now would do more because I like it a little bit longer, but yeah, generally that's what I do. Yes, you need to come. Yes, you do. The problem is then I walk around the store and buy more than I donate. Is that for some place that's wait, what did Leah say? There's a store in Springs called Who Gives a Scrap. I love that. And you can donate any craft items you no longer want. Yeah, see, that'd be, you just go and collect more. That's hilarious. But that's exactly, I was going to see if there's something like that around here. Oopsie. How many rows do you use to make a hat? Yeah, Mindy, I generally, like this is a 3-weight yarn. I will do 155 to 165, depending on how slouchy you want it. I think I'm going to do 155 actually. I'm right at 100 right now. But it just depends on the yarn really in which machine. The Centro is bigger, so you can do less rows and get a longer hat. But with the Addie, I generally do that long. I just like it. You could do a little less if you didn't want as much of a brim. So yeah, Wendy, I thought you were the one that had mentioned Michael's carrying fabric. Better selection than Hobby Lobby? Oh, I'll have to check this one. It doesn't look like it's a big store though. So I'll have to see, but it's not too far. Like nothing's really too far from where I'm at now, which is insane to me. You sent me a piece and I'm not sure what it was used for. It's a V shape. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was probably, I don't think I have one here. It's probably the Fair Isle tool, Stephen, from Southpaw Fiber Arts. And if you all saw the little video, I re-edited a video that I did. I don't think I have one in here. Of the watermelon hat. That's the only Fair Isle hat that I have made. And I have every intention of making another one and using that tool. But that tool, if you look in that video from last Friday, you can see I was like going like this with the yarn because you like turn it and twist it. That tool is for making those Fair Isle like little V's. So if you want to use a different color and like do that twisting technique with your machine, that's what that's for. So if you look up Southpaw Fiber Arts on YouTube, they have a video. I'm almost certain that Shauna has a video on using that Fair Isle tool. I should have included I probably didn't include the little paper that explained what it was. That's bad on me because Shauna gave them to me. All right. See you later, Alice. Have a good day. Cheryl says, got to go finish the rest of my errands. So happy. Thank you. I'm happy to be back. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's squeaking. It's driving me crazy. Wendy says you need to do a step-by-step video. Because that's, I watched how to do it on YouTube, but then I did that hat. I did without watching because I figured it out like on a grid, but yeah, it still didn't turn out exactly right. Like some of my little black V's weren't exactly where they were supposed to be, but it's kind of like if you ever watched the Knitting Sisters, what's the lady's name? Lisa? No. I don't know. You're not on TikTok, I don't think, Wendy, but I don't think you are you? Maybe you are. But she does or the ones that do all those patterns on the machines and they have counts, that it kind of hurts my head. That's why I've only done one of them, because you have to like count where you're at and stuff, or you have to remember your pattern. But it just takes more thinking, and I'd rather not. I love a video on Fair Isle. It's pretty, looks pretty hard. It's not really that hard, Beanie Babe. It's just, you got to keep track of it. But I think Shauna has a video on how to use that tool. But I do know if you look it up, I think there might be some videos on how to do it. No, not on. Oh yeah, Tic Tac. Love it. I see they keep kicking the can down the road on shutting that down too. I don't think that's, I know it will. I think it'll stay. It'll stay. Just because there's too many people making too much money on it. I keep getting hung up. I should have wound it, but I don't have my winder unboxed. And I didn't want to delay my live today. I wanted to just hop in here and go live and see all you, even though I can't see you, and say hello, because I miss doing it. It's so nice that I'm at home too and not away, to be honest. I liked having the studio, but it was a pain in the butt sometimes to have to leave. So being able to have a space here in the house and be able to do, and not be cramped like in the cottage when I was there and had my craft camper. It kind of reminds me now of having like a larger craft camper, because the space is about, I don't know, it's about 11 by 11 maybe, but then there's like these, it's a mess though. I don't know if I should show it. I don't know if I can turn it. There's like these built-ins, like, see, it's supposed to, I don't know if you can see it. There's a whole bunch of built-ins in the wall, because it's a space that was built in the basement, but they don't have egress windows. Looks like somebody used it as a bedroom, but technically you're not supposed to. And there's not a vent in here. So there's no AC, no heat. There's only one vent into the basement. So it's actually, it's fine for right now because it's warm out. It's very cold in here. But in the wintertime, I'm going to have to run a heater. Or that's why I got the little doggy gate, so I can open the door so that I can get some outside air coming in here. Let's see. Yes, the self-patterning is much. Yes, I agree, Suzanne. Wendy says, I tried following Koala Knits and Nags on lacing and I have yet to figure it out. I haven't watched that video. I'll have to watch that video. Shauna says, yes, they do have a video, but not beginning to end. The tool instructions have the end of the end pattern details for the heart pattern. Love it. So yeah, I knew you had something there. Lisa said she watched the lacing videos and a couple of Farrell videos, and I think my fingers don't work like they used to. Yeah, I understand that. I'll tell you, I could feel my age with this whole move. Like my body was hurting, like just all the physicalness that I'm not used to. And it's not, I mean, I don't mind like hard work, but when it's constant, like I just would get up and nonstop. I just wanted to get the house unpacked, and I've done a pretty good job. And the kids did right away, only because none of them had their computers. They had the computers, but they didn't have their desks to set them up. So they went about a week. Was it a week? A little over a week without their stuff, without their computers. So, so the boys, like my young boys, they were on it. They wanted to get their room all together so that they could get their computers out. So that was quite a motivator. But they all did really good, getting their stuff all situated and unpacked. And yeah, they did really well. We only had a couple things get damaged in the move. And they did pretty good at not mixing stuff up. They did mix some stuff up, like where they put things together that shouldn't have been together. I wasn't paying enough attention. But for the most part, everything went really well with that. Let's see. So Beanie Babe says when she did the headband on the lace pattern, that was enough. Couldn't do the full hat like that. Is it just, it's pretty tedious, isn't it, Debbie? Suzanne says, I find trying to complicate CranKnitting too much works for end product. Yeah, if it's, yes, I agree. Now ask me a flute something. No problem. You know all the flute stuff, huh? Okay, let's see. Oh, Alice is back. Welcome back, Alice. Steven, I really, see, for me, I'm an acrylic girl. I really like acrylic hats. I don't really, but see, I think there are some like wool blends that are like merino wool that are really nice probably, but I just don't, it's expensive. I just think acrylic is nice. Like this, I really like this yarn I'm using. It makes a really nice hat where it's not too heavy. Like since you get double layers, it's warm, but still, and it's just 100% acrylic. So here, let me show you the label. And it's the Premier Color Fusion. They're DK weights. I just really like it. It's called Blue Jeans, in case anybody wants to know. I don't know what's going to happen with the yarn prices. Has anybody been following that at all? I haven't been on Premier's site because I don't know with the tariffs if the stuff's going to go up or what. But because most all of it is imported, so I've kind of been watching to see if that was going to be a thing. Oh, flute. Okay, ribbing. All right. I didn't know what that was either, guys. I thought she meant like flute. I don't know. Mindy, can you make an adult hat with one skein of? Yes, absolutely. what about what yardage should I look for? I have a lot of miscellaneous skeins that I would love to use to make hats. I will tell you, depending on, you just have to be mindful, Mindy, that not all yarns work really, like not like Red Heart Super Saver usually isn't too great. If you have, I don't know what you have, if you have an Addy or a Centro. If you have an Addy, if you use thicker yarns, a lot of times it's going to be tight on your head, unless you have like the tension guide from Shauna, where you can back it clear down, or you can hand tension in a way that's very loose. But I would look for, you want at least 200 yards, probably, depending on the yarn, at least, I would say. But it's usually about, you know, like I'll show you here. I'm almost done. I'll show you what's left of this. Now this is more yardage. Like, I think this is like 325. Let me see. I think it's 325. 325 is what it is. So like, I don't know if it makes sense that it takes more if it's littler. I guess that makes sense. If it's bigger, it takes less. So since this is 3-weight yarn, you're going to use a little bit more of it. So, but yeah, generally, unless it's the little skeins or the little balls, you should be good. I will tell you, like the Hirschner's Supreme Worsted, I love, but one of them doesn't make it a hat. You needed like 1.5, if that makes sense, because they come in the little small skeins. So that's an example of a really nice yarn. There isn't enough, but most of the time, most of the yarns that you're going to go buy in the store, most of them are going to be fine. Some of the Big Twist Living yarns are real close to not being enough, but I don't know what's going to happen with Hirschner's and how that's going to go. But some of those I know were right on borderline of not having enough. I think we'll do 160 actually, looking at this. Let me see. Gem Jewel, hello, welcome. Every time my dog hears a squeaking noise, I'm sorry it's squeaking. I don't know why it's so bad. His head turns from side to side. That's hilarious. Yeah, I need to probably, it's the handle. Can you hear it? It's right here. So I need to lubricate that just a little bit and it will go away. It's where the plastic's rubbing together on the handle. Lisa, I was looking at Amazon a couple of days ago it hasn't increased yet, but I'm hearing it's going. Yeah, if something doesn't give, I think it probably will. I don't know any way it won't, because I doubt yarn will be excluded, like electronics or whatever. Although we would all say it's just as important, right? So, okay, Mindy, you have a Centro. Yeah. So, so you're going to want to think squishy yarns, soft, shiny yarns, or 3-weight yarns for the Centro. And I would do on the Centro, you can do as little as 130 rows, depending on the yarn too. So yeah, if you have 200 yards, you should be good. Really, on the Centro, really, you should be. As long as it's not too, yeah, I think you should be good. 200 yards. But most of the skeins that you get, like, what is I don't know that I have one with the label on it still. I was going to say, like, the Lion Brand Heartland, I'm thinking is that like is that less than 200? It might be. Let me look really quick. But that's enough. Like, one of those skeins is enough. Let me see. Lion Brand Heartland. Some of you could probably look in your stash and probably know quicker than me. Let me see what it is. That's my go-to favorite for the Centro. It makes a beautiful hat and does really well in the Centro. It is, how many yards? It's 251. So it's 251 yards. So that's just, and that's, you'll have leftover. So most of the skeins are going to be fine. It's just those specialty ones, I think, a lot of times, where it's an issue. does this person, oh, Jem asked if I just knit. No, I crochet as well. And I do a little bit of hand knitting too. I haven't done it in a little while, but I do that as well. And I like to hand embroider too. I'm just working on a hat. That's it. I'm almost done with it here. Oh, Mindy, you're so welcome. You thought it was a squeaky toy, huh? Yes, Mindy, I love this yarn. It's awesome yarn, except for I will tell you, I don't use it. I have some, but you just have to be careful with it, and you won't know. But some of the patterning yarns from I Love This Yarn brand, just be patient with it because it can tuck. I don't think I have, let me see if I have any samples of it. I might have one back here. I do have my stuff. Yeah, this is it. This is I Love This Yarn. And I think this one is hard to get through a Centro, but this one was made on the Centro. So I have used it in the past. I just kind of avoid it now. I don't use it now because it just depends. Sometimes I go in and the colors are so pretty. The patterns are so pretty. I will tell you, I do have a complaint about I Love This Yarn brand though, because some of it has self-patterning and they show you what the pattern is, and some of it they don't show you. And that just drives me nuts because it'll have some kind of a pattern to it. It should show it on the label. Hobby Lobby, get it together. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's see. Lisa says, what did Lisa say here? It's the colors of your, oh yeah, I like it a lot. It's blue. What did I say it was? I said it was blue jean. Blue jean. Blue jeans. Blue jeans, yes. I'll have to do another giveaway because I do have, well, and I say that and I just got yarn barf here. So close to the end and it did this. So we'll see. We might be done. We'll have to see. I've got 156, so I could be done, but I think I want to do to 160. But I do have so much because I did a huge order of this, not thinking that I was moving, guys. I kind of had an idea that we might be, but I thought we were probably going to stay in Michigan. I didn't think we'd be moving to Wisconsin. And at first I didn't think we'd be moving at all. I thought Mr. Bant would get a different job that was going to be remote. So, oh no, this is bad. We'll see how many more cranks I can get out of it. But we'll do some yarn giveaways for sure. Because although I will use this to do hats, I have so much of it, I can do it as part of the giveaway. We're close. Okay, here we are. I'm going to do just the 160 because I've got my knot here going. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's so close. Yeah, let me see if I can get more out of here. I'll deal with this later, or I'll have Mr. Bant do it because he likes doing that because I don't. That's probably good enough. Let me get my scissors. Okay, so let's cast this off and see what we got. Let's cast it off. But if you want to get, also, if you want one of these tension guides, you can get one. Southpaw Fiber Arts patented tension guide. Woohoo! And they also have them for the 48 too. Sandy, you are so fantastic. All you have to do is visit that website right there and you can get your very own because you need one. If you have the Addy, for sure. But if you have a Centro, they have them too. And they are spectacular. I really don't make anything without them anymore. So that's why I need to find my box that has all my tension guides in it. Because, I mean, I have them. But those are mine. And these are still my workshop ones. Because I have special ones that were made for me. So now we'll get this cast off. And I'm going to do it one at a time because it's been a hot second. And I'm just not wanting to like drop any stitches. So I feel a little rusty, if you know what I mean. A little rusty. Oopsie poopsie. It's wanting to knot on me. Typically, it doesn't do this. I'm definitely going to have to do something with. Maybe we'll get to where I won't have to be running that dehumidifier all the time, and that'll help a lot, I think. I can hear my daughter playing guitar upstairs just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay, I'm feeling a little braver. Brave Little Toaster. Do you guys ever see that movie, The Brave Little Toaster? My kids all loved it. It freaked me out. I didn't like it. Not gonna lie. It feels so good to make something again. It's been so long. I'll have to get back in the groove. And I know I will have people that will watch this and say, you're not, it's the machine making that. You're not doing anything. Okay. And then yeah, people. People. All right. I really do like this blue a lot. It's so pretty. Actually, there isn't any of these that I don't. I love the patterns. Did you see they have some new yarns out? Premier does, and they're just so stinking neat. Like the cotton, it's like some kind of cotton. I don't know what it's called, but it's really pretty. I don't know if you guys saw that. If you're not, if you haven't signed up for like their emails, do it, because they have sales and stuff, and then you'll know. And if you want to spend more money on yarn, it's a great way. Okay. So let me get this guy moved out of the way. Now see, ideally what I'd love to have is another camera setup where I can just go to another spot. I have the room for that now, but so I'll have to see. We'll have to see. I got to figure it out. I got to figure out all the things. I'm going to see if I can get this to go, if it'll stay. Maybe. Okay, so this is 160 rows. I don't want that to fall on the ground. I don't know if I like the shot. All right. Isn't it pretty yarn though, guys? The pattern is so pretty. Let me see how it's about equal. This is how I a lot of times figure out like which way I want to do what. I think I'm probably going to do that way. So we'll do it like this. My hands are so dry. And I match my little Enzos. Come on. So it's been interesting, like figuring out all the places, like where, like grocery shopping. Like I always shopped at Aldi, always. The other thing that's crazy. Oh, see, now why did it do that? Why does it keep popping off of there? The Walmart, that's not that far away from me. We pull up to it and it looks very small. And I thought, well, this is odd. No, it's the parking garage. You like have to park in the parking garage and then you take an escalator to go up to the store. And it's not the only one. The Target downtown is like that as well. So weird. Oh, it didn't switch for you. It looks the same. Oh, that's so weird. It's switching for me. Did I switch it back? I don't know. Mindy, I'm sorry you lost the sound. You did. Okay, so now do you see my face in the big one, or is the hat in the big one? I don't know. That's so weird. The hat. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. It's so weird because on mine, my face is in the big one. Don't know. I don't know. But anyways, it's so okay. Now see, for me, it just switched automatically. Now, did it switch for you guys? It's maybe it just now switched back for me. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, the escalator thing is a little weird. It's just like IKEA, like where you have to push your cart into an escalator thing too to leave the store. You can take the elevator, but yeah, it's a little crazy. It's crazy living in the city. And I'm not right downtown. We're like, but we're still in town. Like everything's close. I'm not right downtown Madison, but probably about maybe 10 minutes from downtown. So we're like right off, like for all the crazies out there, I won't tell you, but we're right off like the main highway. It's really close to our house. So it's a little nuts to go. I mean, we can go do anything, which then in turn makes me want to go spend a lot of money, which isn't good because there's so many things to do. But just finding like the regular routine. Let me trim this. Now, Wendy would have that experience. Wendy, you know what that's like because you've moved so much. It's kind of fun, and then also like a little bit like, you know, finding your new normal is not necessarily easy. Hat is in the big one. Okay, yeah. All right, so now, oh, you know what? I've gotten to where I used to, you guys, this was pointed out to me by my husband. If you guys used to watch how I did this, I would just put both of them, the strands on and go through the center. But now when we did all the workshops, just to give it some added, like on the inside, I try to separate the two, but have them somewhat close together so that I'm actually knotting it. Because if I just pull the two through the center again and knot it, there's just a loose knot in there. But if I go like this and go in the center and I try to get on the outside of the hole, like I can go with this one in the center, or I can go like right around the ring of the hole. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but like where the cinch line is. And I pull that one through, and then this one goes in the center. And then there's something to tie to on the inside so that I'm not just pulling those two through and then knotting it, and then the knot is kind of loose on the inside. I mean, obviously I knotted it on the outside, but this is for the inside of the hat. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I might sound like a crazy lady, but that's because I am. So see here, I'll show you. So this one, let me see. This one is like over here on the, like here's the cinch hole. This is on that side of it, and this is in the center. So now when I knot it, it's knotting to that line. And then, so I've got knots on the outside, knots on the inside, and then I don't have to stitch the hat, because I've seen where people do that. They'll stitch, like stitch it, and then it kind of doesn't, I think it doesn't lay as well as if you do it that way. So there, little tip for you for the day. And then I go really close to my knot, like my knot is right here, and I try to go like right next to it and get sandwiched in between. And I know for all of you, like, you know, oldies, that I shouldn't say oldies, that's not right. For all of you seasoned crank knitters, you don't need these tips, but it's good for anybody who's new. So then I sandwich it in between the layers, and then you just, my scissors are dull. They shouldn't be dull. I use them for like unboxing stuff. So then you pull it apart, and I'll flip it around, give it some good stretches. You can see like there, and I just think it's pretty. It needs a, I would say it needs a little bobble on the top, as my UK friends would say. So you guys call them a bobble. I call them like a puff or a little furry thing. But yeah. So let me see. Now see, it shows the hat and not me. Do you guys see the hat, or do you see me? Let me see. Let me do this one. I'll just remove it from the stage. Oh, now I don't have anything on the stage. That's not good. Oh no. Can you guys see anything? Oh, there I am, but I'm like half of me. There we go. Okay, so there it is. There's the hat. It's nice size. That's 160 with the color fusion. I like it. The first Madison hat. I should keep that one probably, shouldn't I? The Madhouse hat. There we go. Very first one. Let's see. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay, that is how I do mine. After realizing both were going through the same hole, the other side, I started separating them. Yep, yes. And I had every intention of saying that I was doing that, but I don't know if y'all saw it. Yeah. I think Jem asked, what are my pronouns? I am just Cheri. I'm Cheri. Let's see. White is a lot like that if you are in the city. Oh, Yeah, like where you're close, where you can go anywhere. I bet Hawaii is beautiful. I'd like to go to Hawaii. And Germany. Sandy says, yep, makes perfect sense. Good. Kim. Hello, Kim Matheson. How are you? Let's see. Yeah, the OGs. That's right. Okay, so you'll have to make some I will, Lisa. I'll have to do some Badger colors. I have to tell you, Darren had his Michigan State hat on. And we got a desk for our daughter Rachel off of Facebook Marketplace because we got rid of one, thinking that we were going to use this other one, and then it didn't work, so we had to get her a desk. But anyways, the guy's like, I can't sell you this desk. He's like, because you have the wrong hat on. But anyways, yeah. So he's got to be careful wearing his Michigan State hat around here because it's Badger or bust for sure. I think for sure. Yeah. Hello, Jenny in Massachusetts. I think it's Jenny. Is it Jenny or is it Jeannie? It might be Jeannie. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. Foxy, what do you do with the hats and do you make them? And I will make them all summer. I'm going to donate them. I donate them. That's what I've done with all. I think I've sold 1 or 2, maybe 3. But yeah, I'm going to donate them right here in Madison. I'm going to find some shelters and donate them. I have to find where I'm going to donate them to. I had places in Michigan that I did. Sandy Sanchez, hello to you. That's okay. I'm just finishing up. Here's the hat we made. I did a lot of talking. But yeah, I did find my Molly sign. So I have the Stay Cranky, guys. So I'm not sure about my schedule just yet. Typically, I would do a 3 on Thursday, but I don't know. So just stay tuned. I will post it. And things will flush out. I'm going to try to keep this Monday at 3 for sure. And then we'll see how the rest of the week goes. But yeah, I got to figure out what day during the rest of the week. But yeah, I donate them. Yeah. That's making them for donation. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, it's a fun thing. We get to make them and then someone can maybe stay a little warmer. It maybe won't be as cold here as it was over on the west side, but in Michigan, but I think it's still pretty chilly in the winter. So it'll keep some heads warm. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and saying hi and go make something. Have a good rest of your day and we will see you later. Have a good one. Bye. Bye. Stay cranky. Bye.